of democracy, let us have a quick summary and revision of it. So, defining democracy, it is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. And there were also certain characteristics or features that we studied about democracy. So, the rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. All the major decisions are taken by the rulers that are selected by the people. So, elections offer a choice and fair opportunity. So, it gives the choice and opportunity to the people to choose their rulers. As well, the choice and opportunity given is available to all the people on equal basis. All the people in the country, irrespective of their gender or social background, are given the equal and the same opportunity. And these choices leads to the basic rules of constitution and citizens' rights. So there are certain rules that are made in the constitution that are followed by everyone, every citizen of the country, as well as the rights that are also given to all the citizens of the country. Now students, everything has certain pros and cons. So let us discuss with the merits and demerits of democracy. First, we'll discuss about the arguments that are against democracy, that say that democracy has certain flaws. So the first one is leaders keep changing in a democracy and this leads to instability. The next is democracy is all about political competition and power play and there is no scope for morality. The next is so many people have to be consulted in a democracy and that leads to delays in decision making. The next is the elected leaders do not know the best interest of people and this may lead to bad decision making. The next disadvantage is democracy leads to corruption as it is based on electoral competition. And the last demerit that we'll be discussing is ordinary people don't know what is good for them and they should not decide anything. So now let us study each and every demerit in detail. So the first one, leaders keep changing and that leads to instability. We know every 5 years the elections are held for choosing our representative. So the leaders will be keep on changing. So it is not sure that every year same leader will be selected and it is possible that the next leader may change the rules and regulations. So we know कि हर 5 साल में इंडिया में इलेक्शंस किए जाते हैं and in those elections the people choose their representatives through voting. Okay? तो वोट करके अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को लोग सिलेक्ट करते हैं. अब जरूरी नहीं है कि हर साल सेम रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ही सिलेक्ट होगा. इट इज पॉसिबल दैट द लीडर में चेंज और द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में चेंज. अब जो भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी आएगी वो अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फ्रेम करेगी. सो दैट में इवन लीड टू द चेंज इन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. So let us move to the next disadvantage, that is democracy is all about competition and power play and there is no scope for morality. There is a political competition because there are many parties contesting and so representative is selected through voting. The party puts all their efforts to get the maximum number of votes and they make many promises during the campaigns and promotions of their parties. But it is not sure that those promises will be always fulfilled. Once they are selected, they can misuse their powers which would lead to corruption and which affects the morality. So, अब क्या होता है, पॉलिटिकल कंपटीशन तो बहुत ज्यादा रहता है. पॉलिटिकल कंपटीशन क्यों रहता है? बिकॉज देर आर मेनी पार्टीज दैट आर कंपीटिंग इन द इलेक्शंस. बहुत सारी पार्टीज जो हैं वो इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करती हैं और वो कैसे विन करती है? थ्रू वोटिंग और इलेक्शंस। वोटिंग और इलेक्शंस हेल्ड होते हैं टू चूज आवर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स, और कौन जीतता है, जिसको मैक्सिमम वोट्स मिलते हैं वो जीतते हैं। सो टू अचीव दीज मैक्सिमम वोट्स, जो लीडर्स है वो क्या करते हैं, बहुत सारी कैंपेन्स एंड प्रमोशंस करते हैं ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग अट्रैक्ट हो उनकी तरफ और उनकी पार्टी को मैक्सिमम वोट मिल सके। और जब मैक्सिमम वोट्स मिलेंगे तो दे वुड बी विनिंग दोज वोटिंग्स और इलेक्शंस। अब इसमें क्या होता है, दे स्पेंड अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी and they even promise certain things while promoting their party की अगर आप हमें चूज करते हो तो हम आपको ये फैसिलिटी देंगे, हम ये सेक्टर डेवलप करेंगे इकोनॉमी का, बट इट इज नॉट श्योर कि सिलेक्ट होने के बाद, इलेक्शंस विन करने के बाद वो लोग वो प्रोमिसेस फुलफिल करें। सो दिस देन लीड्स टू द करप्शन। Now let us discuss the next advantage, that is so many people have to be consulted in a democracy and that leads to delays in decision making. Now we know that India is a very large country and it has a very large population. In India we have a huge population out of which the adults would be participating in elections. अब adult कौन होते हैं, the citizens who are 18 or above the age of 18 and they are supposed to vote. So there will be large number of people, those would be casting their votes to choose their representatives, and which leads to the delays and decision making. अब इंडिया की population इतनी ज़्यादा है and out of that many people have to vote, और voting से ही leaders decide होते हैं as it is a democratic इकोनॉमी एंड डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री। तो जब वोटिंग होती है तो इतने नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन में लोग आते हैं टू वोट, and this leads to delay in decision as so many people have to be consulted and have to be discussed in a democracy. Next, the elected leaders do not know the best interest of people, and which leads to the bad decision making. At the time of election, many promises are made by the political parties, but जरूरी नहीं है कि वो सारे promises fulfill करें. At times, leaders are more interested in their needs and the social group in which they are related to rather than the interest and needs of people. अब मैंने जैसे बताया कि कैंपेन्स और प्रमोशन के टाइम पे जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है वो बहुत सारे प्रोमिसेस करती है, बट इलेक्शंस जीत जाने के बाद इट इज पॉसिबल दैट दे आर मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन देयर सोशल ग्रुप। अब सोशल ग्रुप मतलब वो जिस सोशल डिविजन को बिलोंग करते हैं, वो जिस कल्चर को या कास्ट को बिलोंग करते हैं, तो इट इज पॉसिबल दैट दे विल बी मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन देयर ओन सोशल ग्रुप एंड देयर ओन इंटरेस्ट एज कंपेयर टू द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ पीपल। हो सकता है वो बाकी के लोगों की नीड्स और इंटरेस्ट को नजरअंदाज कर दे एंड पे मोर अटेंशन टू देयर ओन सोशल ग्रुप. So the next demerit of democracy is that democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on the electoral competition. There is a competition between the political parties and they spend a lot of money on campaigns, rallies and to promote themselves, but slowly and gradually leads to corruption, and after that even the bribery takes place. अब क्या होता है कि जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं जो इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हैं, देयर इज अ कंपटीशन बिटवीन देम, एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कंपटीशन? इलेक्टोरल कंपटीशंस थ्रू इलेक्शंस, दोज हु विल विन द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वोट्स. तो वो विन करने के लिए, अब वो विन कैसे करेंगे? टू गेट द बाय गेटिंग द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वोट्स. सो फॉर दैट दे कंडक्ट कैंपेन्स, रैलीज एंड डू and many other means to promote themselves. तो इन सब में क्या हो जाता है? A lot of money is spent, and because of that, because of the spending of such a huge amount of money, it takes place to corruption, and then this corruption leads to ब्राइबरी. ब्राइबरी मतलब रिश्वत लेना. और करप्शन क्यों आ जाता है? क्योंकि जो भी मनी उन्होंने कैंपेन्स, रैलीज एंड प्रमोशन में स्पेंड किए हैं, दे वुड बी compensating that in the form of corruption. The last demerit of democracy that we'll discuss is ordinary people don't know what is good for them, and they should not decide anything. अब हम लोगों ने क्या पढ़ा कि डेमोक्रेसी में the people have the right to vote and to elect their representative, but काफी बार ऐसा होता है although they are adults but there are many people who still don't know that what is right for them and what is wrong for them. So काफी बार ऐसा होता है that they don't take the proper decision or they take the decision which is not good for them. So इसीलिए ये एक और disadvantage है कि ordinary people को काफी बार पता नहीं होता that what is good for them, so they should not be given the right to decide anything. Now let us have a case study of China. In 1958 to 61 there was a famine in China. India में भी वो famine आया था, but in China it was worse than India. It was the world's worst famine and nearly 3 crore people died. India was in a better condition, though India में भी उस वक्त बहुत अच्छी economic condition नहीं थी. अब क्या हुआ था in the year 1958 to 61?